Alrighty guys, welcome back to the vlog.
Fight stresses, help you.
It's like the first one for me. I'm just gonna just pop like never met anyone who made it from scratch.
If there was one thing that I would share, it would be a verse that directs the type of love that I admire. And it would be this. If you're new here and if you like vlog content, if you like lifestyle content, or if you just like hanging out, then make sure to subscribe because this channel right here, that's what this channel is all about. Today's video is going to be a pretty fun one. You're gonna see some of my favorite moments over these last couple of months. There's a fun Q&A with my girlfriend where we're talking about all things relationships. I try to really pick her brain to see what girls like versus how I would go about certain situations as the guy pursuing the girl. And then at the end of the video, we're making my favorite Filipino dish with my mom. It's my favorite comfort meal of all time. But that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this vlog. I'm going to hit a workout right now with Jaelynn. I really love moving my body early on into this day, so we're gonna hit a nice home garage workout, and then we'll sit down and then we'll chat.
So I'm very happy that you came to join me today.
Well, you're very welcome, dear. So this is gonna be a Q&A for the boys watching. We're gonna get the inside scoop on things that are musts that girls are looking for. Do you think girls appreciate it if guys get them flowers?
It depends on the girl. I love flowers, but my mom does not love flowers. She thinks it's kind of just like a waste because they die.
My approach to it is that even if a girl doesn't like flowers, how you give her flowers can make all the difference. What makes a good first date?
What makes a good first date is if you're asking a lot of questions, if you genuinely are interested in knowing the other person, getting to know them. I think some people get excited and they're wanting to just like convince you that they're a great person, so then they are sharing a lot about themselves, but it's not actually conversational.
Something that I did was I kind of sifted through a list of questions to ask, and then I was also as good of a listener as I could.
Yeah, you're a good listener in general too. You're very observational.
But I think when you come up with questions to ask and you go into the date being very attentive, the natural response is to have natural follow-up questions after, which makes the conversation more engaging and more back and forth experience.
Yeah.
For first dates, would you rather have something in the daytime or in the evening?
I don't really have a preference. Depends on what it is, I guess. Maybe the evening because the nighttime lighting is more forgiving. I feel like it's easier to be attractive or attracted when the light's lower.
As the person who asks the girl out first, I would probably do a morning time first.
Morning?
Yeah, like a coffee or like a farmer's market Sunday. Because at night,
you feel alive.
Yeah, at night you kind of like dress up and there's more things to be attracted to, but something in the day where you're attracted to the conversation is a more genuine opportunity to get them.
That's a good point.
If there's like a vibe check for me, the morning coffee was good. I enjoyed just sitting down at the coffee. I wasn't even all dressed up, but we had such a good time.
More casual.
Yeah, then for a second date, something a little bit more intimate, like a one-on-one dinner.
I do like it when people are friends first though. We were friends first. I think that's a great way to start dating because you get to see them unfiltered and like no one's trying to put on a show, so you get to see them how they are in their community, naturally how they are in their environments first.
Yeah.
Instead of like initially trying to like, you know, should we be liking each other and like looking too deep into things.
I also think a big part in successful relationships is when both parties had spent some time working on themselves and being more sure of themselves, like in their life. It prevents you from finding someone to fill some gap within you.
That's so true.
Yeah.
If either, which there's nothing wrong with like desiring a relationship, but I think when you're feel like empty without a relationship, or you want a relationship so bad, it kind of
You become too dependent.
Yeah, you can kind of have rose-colored glasses too much because you're trying to make something work subconsciously without realizing it, or like kind of putting a person on a pedestal, or is kind of being idolized. But really, relationships are hard work, and they're really like a tool that perfects us. It's not like an easy thing. It's a great, beautiful thing, but it's not something that you just get into like casually, lightly, in my opinion. And what about what makes us work? What do we think what makes us work a lot?
Why are we a good couple?
Yeah.
Well, I would say one, our foundation first and foremost is built off of our faith. Two,
Both of us kind of have our like path that we've been heading towards, and like we've come together to like join each other, but still heading forward.
symbiotic kind of growth.
Yeah. It's more like this instead of like, I don't know, joining this path and joining this path. It kind of feels like our path is just aligned.
Yeah, like we're both going in the same direction, but on our own path. Three, I would say that we have a lot of similar values that we share in family, in
That's big.
you know, our friendships, how we treat the people around us, how we prioritize our health and wellness.
Yeah, we're both like big with people. We like the same lifestyle, so it works really well. Like we never feel like we have to drag each other to events or things. Like we just can enjoy ourselves and enjoy whatever we like to go to. Also, another thing for us, I think that we've both found the importance of and invested in our individual masculinity and femininity.
Yeah.
And that in a healthy one that respects the opposite, and that just makes it work so much smoother, and it feels just so much more natural and pure.
All right, that concludes our little Q&A for the day. We're gonna get our day started.
Hey, ready?
All right, watch. Jaelynn's been practicing. You are worthy of it all. For from you are all things, and to you are all things, and you deserve the glory. Yeah. Hey, tell the camera how much piano experience you've had prior to this.
This is the third day. This is the third time I've touched it.
And guess what, guys? She's never played piano, and now she can play chords. She knows different chord sequences. She can play with both hands, left hand and right hand. Did she even have the chord sheet up? No, that was all by her brain.
Well, to be fair, we were practicing for like an hour both days, and
Hey,
he's a really good teacher.
Don't discredit your capable noggin. Don't discredit your capable noggin, love. All right? That was all you. That was all you.
Close it up. We need the string beans here. Welcome to my kitchen.
Yes.
And today we are going to learn how to make Singang. And this is what my mom taught me. So Jaelynn and Daniel, welcome to Mom's Kitchen.
Nice.
Okay.
Alrighty guys, tonight we are making my favorite comfort meal of all time, Singang. Cooking is going to be led by my mom, and as sous chefs, well, Jaelynn and I are going to be sous chefs assisting. That being said, let's cook. Mom, give us a rundown of what we have right here. This,
I like to use salmon. However,
Tonight,
Daniel
we're going
likes
with
to use
beef
beef,
and
right?
steak.
And so when I make my beef, I make it a little bit more healthier than the average Filipino dish because they like to leave all the fat behind. So if you see this is pretty much all meat.
Nice and lean
And
steak, nice.
I like my spinach. Well, a true Filipino dish, they use kangkong, which it's a local spinach. Then string beans, eggplant, half half a onion,
Onions.
and one tomato. This is the main ingredient, the packet Singang. All you need to do is just cut and pour. That's it. And then you just until the Filipinos would go like this, and the pot would go. No. Right now it's still too. You want more tomatoes? You want to put everything else? And look at it roasted beautifully.
Okay, so what were your initial thoughts on the cooking process of everything? Difficulty level on a scale from 1 to 10?
Difficulty 0. Especially because your mom already set up everything beautifully, so you just pop it in.
It was a pretty simple dish actually.
This is perfect.
I didn't know how simple this was to make.
Yeah, we host a lot of dinner nights, so this is perfect for it.
I went 20 years of my life not knowing that all I had to do was prepare some veggies and meats and dump it into the pot. Wow.
Yeah, I really love one pot pastas. That's something I used to make a lot, and this is like one pot soup.
Yeah. All right, this wasn't your first time trying this. We actually had this a couple nights ago. But Jaelynn, as one of the few Filipino dishes that you've had, what are your thoughts on the taste of everything?
I love it so much. Actually, it was the perfect dish. I wanted exactly this, especially the first night that we had it. I was like, I want something with vegetables. I want something warm and comforting. I was like, miso soup with some spring rolls. And then boom, we have
The Filipino
Singang.
miso soup. Nice pronunciation. Yeah.
And it's so perfect and it tastes yummy.
Yeah.
And it's called sour soup, but it's actually not really sour, but it has a really nice
It's
like
very-
tang, like kind of like how lemon does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like mine with rice.
Yeah, it's super yummy. I love it so much. And I will be making this. We have a lot of Filipino friends in LA,
Yeah.
so we're gonna surprise them on one of our family dinner nights and pop out with this Filipino dish.
Well, so good. Okay, so this is my favorite comfort meal. What was your favorite comfort meal growing up? So you're sick, rainy day, like you wanted to stay cozied in. What's something that comes to mind?
I kind of grew up on cereal and ramen, so I don't know. I don't think I thought that far. I just had cereal, ramen, and burgers. That's like all I ate as a kid.
Those are your comfort meals?
No, that's just what I ate. So it's
What-
hard to think
what's
of
a
comfort meal.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe I really loved burgers and fries. Comfort meal? Meatloaf? Ooh, meatloaf with mashed potatoes?
That sounds nice, actually.
Yeah. That's always a good classic. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, side of like broccoli or something.
Another thing that Jaelynn pointed out is when all the bowls were prepared, the question she asked was, you guys eat with a fork and spoon?
Yeah, I
Very
said
good question.
everyone's eating with a spoon and a fork.
I have to admit, this is actually a
Okay.
very Filipino thing to do. Eat with both a fork and spoon.
It's opposite because some countries eat with no utensils. They just eat with their hands. A lot of countries.
So so for this, would you have a fork or a spoon?
A spoon because of soup. I don't want the soup. And I can still pick up the meat.
That really makes me question, what the heck am I using this fork for?
Because I don't know, maybe you want, I don't know. Because you
Actually-
thought that the meat pieces would be too big for the spoon? I don't know.
Well, whenever I think about it as my fork as the assistant for the spoon.
Like pasta.
Yeah, like this, like, oh, I grab it and I push it on.
That's really great for pasta because you can use the fork and then on the spoon, you twist the pasta into the spoon and it makes it really nice.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
A little nice pasta tornado on your fork.
All right, to end this video, let's have a bite. And let me know the first
Oh
word
yeah,
that comes to mind.
because viewers love watching people eat weirdos.
Nice.
My first thought is that, oh, it's a little hot still. My second thought is, Oh my gosh, there's that hair in my mouth. I ate some of my hair, my own hair. Third thought is I'm really glad that that I'm getting some protein. I'm anemic. I need some red meat.
Yes.
This is actually probably packed with iron because of the dark leafy greens and the red meat.
I have no idea. All I know is that it's packed with flavor, and I like it. Alright, well, that wraps up this video. If you guys haven't yet, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.